All right, what's up, everyone? This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Jumping in, want to say what's up, everyone. Where are we at? Where have we been? What are we doing? Honestly, my mind, I think most of you know who watch my channel um, know that I've been a little preoccupied. Priorities have kind of flipped um, with my mom and what was going on with her. Um, so I really haven't had my eye on the market too much. I had kind of expected AMC to kind of have a little pump. Obviously, it was a much smaller pump than I expected, and it right back to what it normally does. So here we are. Um, my resolve and my conviction in this play is strong, and I've also mentally put myself in a spot where if it nothing ever comes of it, at least I will hold my shares and cause a little bit of a headache like a little mosquito in the air. You know what I mean? Just being a pesky little motherfucker. So, um, but I do believe that at some point this thing's gonna pop. You look at certain aspects, and you can gain confidence from people like like Roaring Kitty that's got this big position and they're not leaving their GME position. You can gain confidence, but it doesn't mean you have to, you're your own person, and you have your own instinct, your own DD, you have your own thoughts. So with that, you just follow the trail you're on. You know what I mean? You it's led you here for a reason, in my opinion. Um, so, anyways, I just want to jump in, and I did notice the GMEs that they've done their share offering. It's done. It's finished. They got a lot of money. Like what was it, 2.76 billion or something like that? I don't remember what it was. Um, it looked like a hedge fund, Citron, closed out. There's some things that are going on that could give you build up some hope, build up some confidence. But really, I think instinctually, I know what's going to happen. I believe I know what's going to happen, and that's where I'm at. So, GME, AMC, for me, it's they're both done with dilution. AMC hasn't made any announcement of doing any dilution. I know there was some FUD going around. People on my page were saying that AMC was going to dilute again, and they haven't made any announcements like that. And they do give you an announcement. One thing I noticed is AMC before the dilution last time they released their um, the books, the quarterly report. They released it before they did the call, the normal way to do it. And then GME, the same thing. They did the same thing. They before they diluted, they did the same thing. So I guess if someone doesn't announce dilution, but you see they release their quarterly report on paper before doing any reason, or Adam Aaron or anyone in AMC saying any more dilution, but I know there's FUD going around saying he's going to dilute again, and I don't see it happening right now. Um, you know, there's two sides of looking at dilution. For a shareholder, immediately when you see a run up and it's capped off by something by dilution, it kind of sucks. It's like, damn, we were on a run and they stopped it by diluting. But you have to, and I've said this so many times, investing in a company, you have to believe in what they're doing in the company. You have to believe. If you don't believe in the company or CEO or what they're doing, you're going to have a hard time hanging on. You know what I mean? There's going to be ups and downs. This is how it works. They're raising money for a reason, and in long term, they believe that they're going to have another pop like that, and for whatever reason, you just have to believe in the company you're invested in, or like I said, you're either going to turn on them, or you're going to be stressed out, and it's not going to be good. So yeah, it does suck when we're on a good run up and it drops because of dilution, but it gives them more, um, you know, I guess arsenal in their tank. So is no dilution good? I mean, I really don't know how to necessarily answer that. I guess dilution is just what I just said. The company you have to believe in the company. So if they're diluting, you have to believe it's for a good reason. GameStop obviously has filed a paper, a report. I believe there's AK out on it about um, bringing money because the company is. Who knows what it could be? There's there's all sorts of theories, thoughts. People have said they're going to buy AMC, which I just don't think that would happen. That'd be crazy if it did. It'd be insane, but I don't see that. I haven't seen any rumblings or reason why that would happen. Totally different companies, just stuck in the same algorithm basket, really. Um, Before I go any further, I know that a lot of you follow through with my videos about my mom having cancer, stage 4. She did. My mom did pass away. She passed away 10:30 p.m. on Monday night. I was there with her, my family, all my brothers and sisters, my dad, my wife, and my kids were actually there. My wife took the kids out of the room, and we we sat with her, and close to you, someone that's it's your mom. But the blessing is that she didn't have to suffer long. It was a horrible type of cancer that just it took her quick. Sorry, man. Kind of screen kind of faded out there for a second. We're back, but yeah. Family forever locked in. This is my condolences, Junior family. Thank you. I appreciate it. When we started up with this, when I started buying into AMC and GME, I remember telling my mom specifically about it, and she was always encouraging, like, "Oh yeah, that's good." And after a while, she started kind of asking me, "Well, what's going on with it?" And it was one of those things where in the beginning, I was like, "Next week, Mom, we're gonna be rich. I'm gonna pay all your bills. You don't got to worry about it." And then what happened. We know what happened. The what I allege, and no factual evidence, but I'm saying criminal activity, manipulation, whatever it is. Yeah, it was rough to watch. All these things happen, and you're telling your family like, "Oh, it's good. We're gonna be good. I'm gonna pay your bills. I got you. I got you." And then boom, like it was a sure end, right? And then it went away. And then that's when I think a lot of us got deep into it. It's like, okay, I'm doing more DD. I'm investing more. Kind of pisses you off because that's not right. It's not fair. We just want a fair market. If I lose money in a fair way, and I make a bad decision, I can live with that. But when I put my money into something and it's basically stolen, then yeah, I got a problem. So I'm upset. I'm sad that my mom wasn't here on Earth to see it through, because she did believe in it. She's like, I believe it's gonna happen. Like a lot of people, my family members, I talk about it, and they're like, "Oh my God, I don't want to hear it." She would definitely hear it. I kind of spared her a little bit because, I'd be talking about it, and I could see she's like her head spinning, like, "What? What? What are you talking about?" Trying to explain to someone what naked shorting is, and you're still fresh to it. It's like, "Oh, well, they took this and they sold that, but they didn't sell it right. They made copies of it and whatever." But yeah, rest in peace to my mom. Um, it was sad. It sucks. I'm still sad, but life goes on. I know if any of you have ever lost someone, especially someone close to you, you step out in the world and you realize the world's still going. So you know, you can't just not go on. So I'm gonna continue on. Try to live for a purpose, be a good person, and you know my resolve and conviction in this play is stronger than ever, because it's upsetting to me that she wasn't be able to see it here on Earth, see it through. So for me, it makes me say, "Hey, I'm buying more. I'm holding more. I'm buying more. I'm holding more. I'm never gonna give up. I may never sell these shits. I may never sell the shares, but I'll never quit. Never. That's just, I do reserve the right to change my mind, right? Like Brian Kitty says, but at this point, I just have you know, no sad feelings for what's going to happen to these other people that have just robbed us. If I were to go out and say, "Hey man, let me borrow $20. You give me the $20 and I run away with it, and I say, I'm gonna give it back to you tomorrow. I'm gonna give it to you tomorrow. I'm gonna give it to you the next week." And I say, "Hey man, give me another 20 so I can go make our money back." I take that 20 and I run away with it. And then I come to your house and say, "Hey, let me borrow another 20." And you say, "No, man, you already owe me 40." And I just snatch your wallet and run. That's kind of what it feels like. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, no quit, no mercy. That's my thoughts on it. My conviction is stronger than ever. And like I said, the DD's been done. I think most people that are on this page or on any of these pages know what's going on. And I think all of us know what's done in the dark eventually always comes to light. So that's that. Enough about that. We'll jump back into technicals, stuff like that that really are kind of hard to read on these plays because you know you see a cup and handle and it does the opposite of what you think it should do. But when in doubt, zoom out. I was looking at GME and I'm just seeing a giant cup being built. So also, there was a lot of FUD going on, and I wasn't able to talk about it too much. I saw tons of articles coming out that GME was done, and people were selling, and they're just, they people were done with it, and the meme stock rally is over. And the whole time, the whole reason the price was dropping was because of dilution. People were still buying. Yeah, there's going to be a handful of people selling. This is how it works, but the majority of apes, retail investors, people that are sick of getting robbed and screwed in these plays are just buying and holding, buying and holding. And I know I am. Um, Shit, man, I got bills that have come and gone, and I knew I could have cashed out some GME or AMC, and I'm like, no, you know, not doing it. That shit is just it's not moving until I see the numbers I want to see. And if I don't get those numbers, then I'll never sell my shares. I'll just keep adding and buying, and that's just what it is. That's It might not be the smartest, and people say don't get emotionally tied to these, but fuck it, I'm emotionally tied. I'm emotionally tied to this shit now. So, yeah, I'm in. You know what I mean? There's no way. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it, but that's it. Other than that, technically, you see these things. I'm bullish on them. You know, you got to look at a bigger picture in these plays besides just technical analysis and fundamentals, and you got to look at the amount of people. It's like a community of people that are just consistently in and in and in. People show their positions all the time. I mean, you know, I just it is what it is. There's not much else I can say. I think we all are here for a MOAS, and right now they're showing no ass. So one of these days, man. And like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't guarantee nothing, and I wouldn't advise you to take advice from me. Is that advice? Is that saying my advice is not to take advice? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I confuse myself. Shit. But Jace, what's up? It says good price to buy at. That's totally up to you. It's hard for me to make that decision. I can't make that decision for you. For me personally, any price is a good price to buy at this point. It depends on how you're playing the play. People have their own opinions on it, but for me, like I say, I'm long term buy and hold. I'm waiting for something that some people think is crazy and it'll never happen. They want to laugh at it. Let them laugh. One of these days we'll be laughing all the way to the bank, in my opinion. So for me personally, AMC is a buy. Under anything under $100 for me, and AMC is a buy. I don't care what anyone says. I know that what I've seen from my own DD and my own opinion, how much this thing has been suppressed, synthetics, coin swaps. There's all sorts of stuff, man. You just got to do your own DD, do your own research, man. Um, it's just a lot. And as far as GME, I don't know. There's a lot of people in GME that are talking thousands and thousands, and I don't know where it can go. But I will say this: for me, GME personally, and I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold at a price or anything, but I think anything $300-400 a share, it would be where I start considering getting out of it. But I don't know. You got to, there might be more things I read or look at and change my mind. So that's why it's very important for you to do your own research, do your own DD. It's kind of hard to say, but there's a lot of good information out there. Make sure you don't take anyone's word for anything. You know what I mean? So don't even take my word for it. You can watch videos and let it lead you to where, it's like they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. So you can let someone lead you there, and then you can form your own opinion. Someone can bring up something like dilution, or someone can bring up a AK filing, or someone can bring up fundamentals and movies coming out or games coming out or what they're doing in their business, and then you do your own research and make your determination. someone can talk about synthetics and coin swaps, and you can go look at your own DD. There's going to be people out there that call it conspiracy theory and we're all crazy. That's just the nature of the beast. There's people that believe, there's people that don't. There's people that believe in God, there's people that believe in Buddha, there's people that believe that we're controlled by aliens. Everyone's got an opinion, and that's fine. Form your own. And what I would say, what I do is this: I just follow my gut instinct, and you know don't ever get your instinct mixed up with like emotion. And I think you should be in a good place. We all have a natural instinct that leads you the right way. Just don't let your emotion form your instinct. Because, for instance, say you're dating a girl and she's a loyal, good, nice girl, but you're paranoid that she's going to cheat on you, and you're looking for any reason that she might be cheating on you. And then one night you're going to be sitting there and you're like, my instinct's telling me she's cheating on me. That's because your paranoia is messing with your instinct. So you got to learn to differentiate it. I've used my instinct in the stock market, and I remember people laughing at me like, that's not how you do it. Oh, you got to read the books and blah, blah, blah. And motherfucker, within a year, I was making money in the stock market. Before that, I was trying to, learn how to read charts. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I think most of us don't in the beginning. Some shit, I don't even know what I'm doing now. I won't even say. But instinctually, I followed my gut. I know there's probably been a lot of you that have bought a share one day and maybe a few shares, and one day it hits a point and you're like, man, I should sell these, but no, I don't know, I think it's going to go up higher, and then all of a sudden it dumps. That instinct told you to sell and you didn't, and then you could have bought back in later, whatever. Or vice versa. I've had times where it's like, I should buy this, and I don't, and then boom, it rockets up and you're like going, oh my god. So and then that's not the only thing you should base it off of, I don't think, and I'm not giving you no advice, I'm just telling you what I do. I follow my gut instinct, and then also has to have a little bit of technicals in there. You can't just be like, but I have I bought into a group called WVE one time, just purely off of like, something was telling me WVE, and I was like, am I crazy? Am I talking to myself? I bought it. Shit went up like 60%. I made a couple grand off it real quick, and it's like, damn. So I don't know, man. Might sound crazy to you, and it's fine if it does, but it works for me. Find out what works for you. That's what I would say. But back to the dilution. I know a lot of people were kind of stressing, and that's the same thing that happened with AMC. When AMC diluted, the FUD came out. Adam Ayer's trying to destroy the company. Oh my God, it's trash, blah, blah, blah. They're taking the money. Why are they making money every day? They're millionaires. And they're going to stress you out with that, and you're going to listen to it, and you're going to be like, yeah, what the fuck, man? It's like when you work somewhere and you got a bad apple. You got to do this. That's like, you've been working your job fine, and he comes along and he's like, you know what? People get paid more over here, and da-da-da. And the next thing you know, you're like, yeah, you are right. Why? And then they're like, the boss is, he's in the air conditioner. We're out here shoveling. You're like, yeah, man. So I think you get what I'm trying to say. Yes, Jace, I appreciate it, man, and thank you. AMC is my top one. It always has been. But, I'm not naive or stupid to the fact that GME has a huge following. It's pumping. And to me, it would be a mistake for me not to follow my instinct to get into it. I talked about GME, when it was going downhill and it was around like $11, $12. I remember people being like, it's trash, I'm going to start shorting it, blah, blah, blah. That's when I thought, man, I need to buy into it. And then instinctually I thought, I'm going to buy right now. And I did. I bought. My average was like $10.88. The mistake I made, rookie mistake, if you're an ape, and I admit it, I bought in and I sold. I made some profit, and I was like, cool. And I had been doing that with GME for the last 3 years, in and out, in and out, in and out. In hindsight, I could have been doing that with AMC and just making money, but it is what it is. For me now, the way I'm playing it, and who knows, I might change my mind, but I'm doing GME now the way I was doing AMC, the way I've been doing AMC, buy and hold. That's my, and I'm working on options. Everyone, options. I've always said I'm not educated enough to really talk about options. I'm learning, the Greeks, and it's confusing shit. But what did Roaring Kitty post the other day? Options 101, like learn it is what he's saying. And you'd be doing yourself a disservice not to learn it. It's risky, but it's the same thing with the stock market. When you first get into the market, you're not gonna, unless you're like, the golden child, one in a million, you're not going to come into the stock market and immediately start making money all the time. Even when you've been in the market for years, you diversify your portfolio, because some go up, some go down. Now, I know some people are all in on AMC or all in on GME, and that's it. That's fine. I'm not judging it. You do what you want to do. I have plenty of other stocks. I closed a lot of positions recently, but I've got tons of health positions, and I took a position in Ryman Group and Sigma the other day, because I think they have potential to give me a good 20-30% pop, something like that. I don't know for sure. And that's another thing too. I've told a lot of my friends that they're like, I don't know what I should do, da 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 da. And I'm like, man, what I do personally is I don't look at the price, I look at a percentage. That might help you out. So find a percentage you like instead of a price. And it makes it easier when you have small numbers or big numbers. Like, hey man, you could say I'm going to sell at 15%, and you're looking at one stock and you only made $12, and you're looking at another stock and made 12,000. But it's just a consistent, and it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I do helps me. Might not be for you either. So I don't know. Huge ass. Shout out Huge ass. What's up, Huge ass? Um, Juke joint. What's up? It said AMC was $2-3 for 3 months. I don't see. Some people still have $100. Yeah. The thing about these, a lot of people that bought, and I don't know, man. I find it hard to believe, and I do believe there might be one out of 100 people that didn't know there was a reverse split, and et cetera, et cetera. But it's just FUD to me. I think they come out in forums and be like, "What happened?" So that way people can get re-triggered about it. I don't know. Um, and any stock that you're in, that I'm in, not you, but any stock that I'm in, if it's in the red and I believe it's going to come up and it shouldn't be in the red, I buy and average down. Even if it's a company that I don't really believe in too much, I try to average down a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, so there's been plenty of time. Yeah, like I said, and I know when it was like in that $2 or $3 range is when I was buying it up, and I've been buying. Um, I've been buying since for a minute, on a weekly or daily basis, and I'm going to continue to do so. AMC and GME. I'm not one of those guys that's like, I'm only this, I'm only that. Like, I understand that both have a following. I understand that both, I believe, are going to have a pop, and I would be, I don't know, from what I know and my instinct and what I put into it, it'd be crazy for me not to make money off them, Um, so other than that, I don't know what else we got going. I think sorry, I'm not my bubbly self. I did, I'm not like, hey, chippa chippa, but it is what it is. I'll be back on my normal grind here soon. Um, for now, I just want to check in with you guys. I know I was gone for a little bit. It wasn't even long, but YouTube, the eight, all my eight family, AMC and GME. It's definitely a way to get my mind off of shit. So, um, the reality of life is we don't have forever. So, you know, it can be heavy, man. You know what I mean? Especially when you see someone close to you pass away like that. But, and I will say this: it's been 9, 10 months. In the 10 month span, we've lost, the world's lost. Other people. It's not about me only, but my grandma, who we watched suffer and lay in bed and struggle, which was very bad. My father-in-law, who we found on Christmas Day, he was a Vietnam vet, and that was a sudden, just crazy one. And then we found out my mom had one of the most rare forms of fast-spreading cancer a month ago, and she passed away that fast, which was, like I said, a blessing and a curse. I hate that she had to pass. I hate that she got cancer, but I am grateful for the fact that she didn't have to suffer and lay in bed like I watched my grandma do as well. So life's crazy. It comes and goes. You can't take money with you, but while you're here, you can do good. And I believe we're in the right position. I think everyone here is here for a reason. I believe in that, man. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in destiny. I believe that we're all at some point going to see what we're here to see, and that's a MOAS. You know what I mean? And I do believe in it. Call me crazy. You don't have to believe it. That's fine. Um, but it is what it is. I'm gonna jump up out of here. I got a couple things to do. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to the normal habits of things, being at the shop. You know, the world goes on, so you got to keep going on with it. The best thing I think I can do is buy and hold and learn some options. And when I make a shitload of money, man, just a lot of good things we can do. I appreciate y'all, man. Be blessed. Don't let the FUD depress you. Don't, do your own DD. Do your own DD. Do it, do it, do it. You know, look on these forums. You can go to Reddit. You can go to YouTube. You can look at other YouTubers and take what they're saying and run with it. You don't have to just. I would never say accept what they say. It's just like, oh, he said it, so it's true. They said this is a great buy. I'm buying in. But do your DD. Do your own research. Read SEC forums. Learn about the market. You'll be better for it. Have a good day. Be blessed. We're already rich. Let's get this money soon. Peace.